So these are the Master Dynamics MW07 True Wireless Earbuds in steel blue. They look great, they sound great, but you might be overpaying for them. And today we're going to cover these areas so that you can figure out if these are in fact the right earbuds for you. What's up friends, welcome back to another tech review where I find awesome things to simplify your life. There's a lot to cover in this review, so for your convenience I put the timestamps below so that you can skip to the parts that you really care about. And of course I will be making a comparison video with the Sennheiser Momentum True Wireless Earbuds right after this video. So if this review has helped you in any way at all, like, subscribe, and turn that notification on so that YouTube can let you know about my latest updates. And without further ado, let's get right into it. So first of all, the sound on these babies are great. In my experience, the sounds are really expansive, really spacious, and really it just has a large soundstage. The bass is rich, warm, and strong at the same time, the mids are crisp, and the highs are really clear. It really makes it feel like the sounds have a 3D space between your head. So overall, the sounds are spacious, detailed, and clear, and these are one of the best sounding earbuds out there in the market right now, so you definitely won't be disappointed with these. And besides that, the connection quality is quite strong. It uses Bluetooth 4.2, which is an older version, but it's still quite reliable. When you take it out of the case, it connects to your device right away, and I didn't have any disconnects, and there is no lag when I'm watching videos on my iPad, phone, or computer. I've used it to watch a lot of Netflix, a lot of YouTube, and even play games on them, and all the lips are synced, so there's no problem there. But however, these do not have simultaneous Bluetooth pairing. You can only connect to one device at a time, and you do that by holding on to the hardware button over here for a few seconds, and it will start flashing like this, and yeah, that's how you connect to different devices. So it's not that convenient if you switch between devices all the time, but again, I mean, like, this doesn't have a mic for calls, so you might not switch much anyways. And next we're gonna go over the build quality of these. We're gonna go through the case first and then back to the earbuds. So I do think that they did their marketing very well on these. They tell a story of how this is made with stainless steel and this is made of premium materials. And I mean, I think the main reason why people buy these are because of the aesthetics and that story. And I can confirm that when I first opened the box, everything did feel really premium. So this charging case is just stunning to look at. It looks like something like from the Silver Surfer. It has a very nice weight to it and it feels quite premium, like a jewel. But however, in actual use, it's a fingerprint magnet, as you can see over here. So that's a bit frustrating if you're kind of OCD like me. You would always try to wipe it, or it actually comes with a pouch like this so that you can put it inside like this and protect it from scratches and fingerprints. So this pouch is actually very nice as well. You can open it just by squeezing it like this and putting the case in like that. It's made of like a really tough cloth material, almost like jeans. So it's slim, it's durable, and it protects your case well. And that's really all you need to know. But besides that, you can also use it without the case and just put it in your pockets, and in there it should polish it nice and clean. But if you do that, you're going to have a lot of micro scratches. This metal isn't very scratch resistant at all. In my time of using it, I can already see a lot of micro scratches on it. But I mean, it does feel a lot better in your pants without this case, so it's a trade-off. And it might look better over time and making it look more rustic, more personalized to you and how you use it. And this might not be a big deal, but I think it's important to note. And your earbuds are stored right in here, and unfortunately it isn't secured magnetically, so it just falls out of your hands like that. But unlike the other earbuds that I've used, the depth of the case is quite high, so when you put it in the case, it's quite secure and it's not going to bounce out of the case. So I would say that even though it's not secured magnetically, it still works well. But at this price, I would have liked to see that little feature included in the case. And the good news is that it uses a magnetic closure over here, so it has a very satisfying closing sound to it. And also, it uses USB Type-C for charging, and when you open and close the box, it will show you how much battery is left on each earbud and the case itself. And by the way, the battery life of these is 3.5 hours, and putting them inside the case to charge will give you 2 more extra charges. So it's a bit on the low end, but really for most people, I don't think they'll be using it for more than 2 or 3 hours. And if you do, you should really be looking at the Jabras, which will give you 5 hours. And I mean, there's a lot of earbuds out there as well that you should check out with longer battery life. Anyways, there's nothing short of premium about the case, and it just stands out among all the other true wireless earbud cases. And the same thing would go for the design of these earbuds. They look totally different from all the other sport earbuds that you would see on Amazon, and it's something that they highly market as well. I do have to mention that they look a lot different in person than what they look online in their pictures. The earbuds come in 4 different colors and they're all handmade, so it gives you that hipster kind of feel. And this is the steel blue version. But when I compare it side by side, it just looks completely different. This is more of a transparent looking plastic versus the picture over there, and at first I was like, what the heck, when I took these out of the case. But then they started lighting up and I was like, whew, Okay, that's nice. But the lights don't always go on. It only goes on when you're pairing them. And you know, like, whatever, they still look kinda okay. But the real question is, do these actually look good on you? In my opinion, these are on the smaller side, so they don't stick out of your ear too much. And if I turn to the side, you'll get a view of that. And that, and yeah, I do think that they just look okay. It does stand out among all the other black and white designs out there. And if you're commuting and when you're on the street, you might get some people being like, ooh, where did you get those? I've never seen those before. But personally, I wouldn't be like, wow, those are amazing. But you know what? That's just me. Comment below and let me know how it looks. But putting the aesthetics aside, these are actually very comfortable as well. So on the earbuds right here, it actually has these really flexible and soft fins over here, and it's surprisingly satisfying to play with these little fin things and like move it like this. They're meant to be pushed against the inside part of your ear right here. So when you push it in, they hold themselves very securely with these soft flex fins as they expand, and they're actually really comfortable because it's really soft. And I was quite surprised because normally they would have the hooks, or it would hold onto an outer part of your ear over here, which would cause a bit of fatigue for most people, but this sits naturally on the inside of your ear, so it's really comfortable. And also, when you put this in your ear, this sits just right outside your ear canal and you don't have to force it in. So because of those things, it gives a really comfortable and secure fit. I've been wearing these for 2 or 3 hours at a time and had no fatigue at all. And the other thing that I noticed is that I think these fins actually absorb the shock when you're moving your body, so it doesn't have those like body vibration sounds like when you're walking or running and all that. And I did test it, so yeah. And of course, I didn't forget about the shake test that I do on all my earbud reviews, so here it is. So moving like this sideways is pretty secure, but I think if I shake more violently on the sides, my left one comes out, but I think most people won't do that. I think you should be okay if you're running, lifting weights and all that. But I mean, if you're doing kickboxing or whatever and getting hit in the face, they're not too good for that. And also, these are rated at IPX4, that's like the basic water resistance level, where you can sweat a lot and it can be splashed with water, and that's okay. But if you're drenched in sweat and running in the rain, and this is being soaked, I don't think it's the best for that. And I think that if you're using this for computer work or if you're in the office or commuting, this is great as well because of the tight seal. There's not much sound leak at all and people can't hear what you're listening to, and you can block off the outside noises using the passive noise isolation. And here's an example of that. So I'm playing Linkin Park at like 50% and this is what it sounds like, and I'm very close to the mic right now. And now we're at 80%, which is quite loud for me. Anyways, I don't want more hearing damage, so let me know in the comments below what you guys hear. And the last thing to note about these is that there is no active noise cancelling, there's only passive noise isolation. And if you want to know what it sounds like, just use your fingers and fully block your ear canal. You can still hear all the commuting sounds and even people talking, but I mean, if you put the volume a bit higher, those sounds will naturally disappear. So it's not that big of a deal, and most wireless earbuds don't have that at the moment because ANC really takes a toll on the sound quality. And yes, there are hardware buttons on each side of the earbuds, and I have to note that it's very easy to use because you do have some leverage to press against over here versus tapping on your earbud, creating that annoying thump 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 sound. On the right, you got the multi-function button where you hold it down to activate your voice assistant or pause and play. And on the left, of course, you have your volume up and volume down button. So I think the hardware buttons have been integrated really nicely. They don't take away from the looks at all. And I'm kind of biased because I just really like hardware buttons over touch controls. Anyways, I think these will really check off all the basic features that you would expect from premium earbuds. You will definitely not be disappointed with the sound, the build quality, and comfort. So these are Master & Dynamics' first attempt at making true wireless earbuds, and I do think they're heading in the right direction. But for these to be competitive and for people to have a good reason to buy them, they're either going to have to go down in price or add more features in the next versions. Because when you compare the price and the features with all the other earbuds in the market, I really cannot recommend these. Because for the same price, you can definitely get the Sennheiser Momentum True Wireless earbuds, which sound better in my opinion, and we'll go over that in much more detail in the comparison video with all the other features. Or at a lower price, you have the Jabra 65Ts, which has a lot of other features as well. So the only reason that you should get these is if you really like the premium build quality, and if it makes you feel that much better knowing that you have a uniquely designed pair of earbuds that will help you stand out among the crowd of other people using cheap, plastic, black and white, generic looking earbuds. And heck, if you want to feel even more special and get even more looks on you, you should get the LV version, which costs like $1,000. So in that version, it's just LV branded. There's nothing different about sound quality or the fit or anything. It comes with a different box, and that's about it. So overall, these look great and sound great, but I do think you're overpaying for them. Anyways, I really hope I explained this well and helped you figure out if these are the right earbuds for you or not. And ask away if you have any questions at all. I'll try to reply as many comments as I can. And again, we're doing comparison reviews on these. So if you like the video, hit the subscribe button and turn that notification on, because again, YouTube's not going to send you out my latest videos unless you do that. And that's it for now, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Bye!